Hi everybody and welcome to this opening round guide video for holes 1 to 6 in Pro Division of the Blast Off tournament. Before we look at the replays and as always give you my adjustments and suggestions of tweaks where appropriate, please do hit thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Do keep checking on the channel, and if you are a channel member there will be hole guide videos for some of the holes in Expert Division for members as well. Let me know in the comments section how you get on in your rounds, and let's begin by looking at the replays. Hole number 1, and with this cross headwind we're not going to be able to go for the island, so I actually start with a kingmaker and the quarterback to do no movement target to find my position. Then I switch to extra mile and katana. 3 top spin, 3 left spin. Then we're going to adjust max plus 10, and once we've done that we don't need any overpower in this wind strength. Higher winds may well need a little bit of OP, or you could switch to a kingmaker as well. Then I'm going to go with extra mile 8, full curl to the left, about 0.9 ball to the left. If you don't have that amount of curl on your club, then I would advise you just to set up a little bit further to the left, but we're looking to get this one around 320 yards. Second shot we're going to play with our thorn. Starting yardage is +2, and that is a good reference that we can use, hopefully, if you are within good range for your drive. I'm going to play a no spin shot, and you'll see if I move back and bounce on the fringe it does affect the aim, so I do want to bounce on the green. I find max distance of club just to gauge where I am in club range, and here in the video I play this one 90% slider and 30% elevation, because we are playing this one considerably downhill. So no spin, aim at the pin, and this one here with a starting yardage of +2 when it was directly my turn, playing 90% slider, 30% elevation. However, obviously always check your club distance yourself. Pull over the bullseye on this one, and a perfect ball has a very good chance of the drop here with a good setup. Nice run on the green, no glitchy spots to worry about, just a lovely true roll, and we drop it in for an eagle on hole number 1. Hole number 2, very close on this one, just needs a little bit of a tweak. Top of the blue ring touching the rough with the grizzly is what I'm using here. Obviously you don't have the grizzly in a high enough level, then you could play with the backbone as well, but you'd have to fill in the blanks of the ball guide. I play 4 backspin and just before 1 bar of right spin. However, I do think we need to go with 1 whole bar of right spin just to offset a little bit more to the right, which will correct the miss that I have here in the video. Adjust as accurately as possible. You can't really zoom in too much here, but the adjustment I'm playing is mid +20. If you don't want to go the bounce over and want to try a more aggressive route, there is also possibility of a rough bump above the bunker there, which does have a small funnel to it. So you've got 2 choices to consider, but I'm showing you the bounce up here, just missing on the left hand side. We take a 90-degree and out. Hole number 3, berserker time once more, and I'm playing with the rock level 7+, setting up at max with the rock 7, that's +29. The rock 8 obviously is going to be +24. The rock 9 is going to be +23. Blue ring touching the rough on the left. 3.9 top spin, and we're going with left spin as well. Pushing the rings here because the trees are going to be in the way. Max distance, 20% elevation is the adjustment here. I push my rings 4 at a time. If you have, a bigger device than me, you might be able to go 5 at a time, but make sure you do it as accurately as you can. We're going with just before half a ball of curl to the left. Perfect ball here is going to be absolutely fine, and we want to take with the top spin and get that nice little extra push to around 360 yards is going to be what we're looking for. Second shot, Guardian level 7+ here to do the backspin. I set up with max backspin, 1 bar side spin to the left, but in the end I do decide to change to 8 bars of backspin because we do have a little bit of a headwind angle, not much though. Make sure you are aiming comfortably on the fringe. If you get a few extra yards on your drive, obviously you're not going to be at max distance of club, but we're still going to be absolutely fine here. Max plus 10, zooming out, it does take me into overpower, so I do apply a little bit of overpower to my shot, and I'm going with half a ball of curl to the left. If you want to attack the pin even more, then you could go with a little bit more curl, but here I'm just showing you a very, very safe way to get on the green to leave yourself a nice short putt for the eagle. Hole number 4, very close on this one, just need a little tweak. Grizzly 7 or 8 setting up at plus 4 yards with the white ring touching the rough on the left. If you've got Grizzly 9, you will be at plus 1. 3.8 backspin, and here I go with 1 bar side spin to the left. Would recommend we go with 0.9 to the left and just aim a little bit further to the right of the pin, as we'll be using less spin, because I do miss this one just to the left. The trees may well be in the way depending what wind angle you have here, so be prepared to zoom out if that is the case. Max plus 10, power 3 settings. If you have high wind with the Titan, kind of 7 plus or 6.8 plus, I would switch to a Kingmaker just to keep the wind down a little bit here. But still a decent chance, but we're just going to miss this on the left hand side, so a little tweak to the side spin and you should be in on this par 3. Hole number 5, lovely eagle to show you here, stretching out and aiming in the middle of that small round patch of fairway. 2.2 backspin and 1.5 side spin to the right, very similar to a shot I came up with for expert division in the qualifying round. Stretch out there, then we are going to adjust max plus 10. Once we have made our adjustment, I'm going to push back up to max. Then I spin the camera back round and stretch out and visualize the number of rings that I've adjusted in the direction of the wind to see how much overpower I need. In this instance it's 4.1 rings, and I imagine that in the direction of the wind I'm going to need about 2 rings to 2.5 rings of overpower. So do stretch out again if you can, just to visualize where that wind push is going to get you. Obviously we do need it perfect if using the extra mile, and we are going to bounce very nicely though in the center of the pad, and the backspin will grab and leaves us here in a very easy wedge range. I would recommend to play Endbringer School here. It is, depending on the outcome of your drive, going to be between 65 and 75% of the club range, so I find my distance here. Again, if you don't know Endbringer method, check out my Academy tutorial playlist. And don't forget, also keep an eye on the rest of the channel today and tomorrow for the other hole guide content in Pro Division. So no spin, ball guide just through the hole because it is uphill going to the pin. Here I'm playing with less elevation than I normally would. So with Endbringer 4, I'm playing this one Endbringer School 10%. So a little bit less than we normally would. Obviously Endbringer 5 plus, I would be going 15% as a recommendation. But with this one, perfect ball drops right at the pin for an eagle. And finally for this video, hole number 6, we have Send It Wind. So I'm going to go for an aggressive shot with the big topper and a berserker. Max top spin, and I go with half a bar side spin to the right, stretch out and imagine the ball guide going right at the green. Then we are going to adjust max plus 10, and then I'm going to push back up to max. Be careful when you're pushing back up that you push up in a straight line. Max overpower. Now 7.8 wind, I am okay here, but if you have any stronger wind than that, I would recommend either taking a bit off your push up, still aiming onto the island though, not the cliff because you'll lose distance, or you remove a little bit of overpower. We are okay here, but do take note of the wind strength. Don't push it too hard, especially if you've got higher level big topper, of course, with more distance. Perfect ball, obviously great balls do risk the rough due to club accuracy, but we're on, and that is a makeable putt for the Albatross. Thank you for watching and good luck.